Golfers, today we're looking at giving you the simplest golf swing you can have. So I'm going to share with you a way of getting a consistent, repeatable action that fits the bill to give you an excellent golf technique. Stay tuned to learn how I get you to feel and do this for real. So in the golf swing, we're looking really to try and get you to get the club in the right length, the right width, the right plane, the right connection, arms and body working together. All those things would be the buzz kind of words we would use to make you swing it correctly. So if I said to you to work through each of those individual pieces, that's pretty tough. And a lot of people will moan about how many things they had to think about. So let's go past that. Let's just try and concentrate on two things here. One drill that does a lot of those things for us, and also then making sure we stand correctly to the golf ball that allows us to function the right way. So let's cover stance first. So I'm going to give you a very simple way of getting a good stance. If you take your body, stand with your feet shoulder width apart, because that's where we want them. Stand as tall as you can, suck your neck in, get the club outstretched parallel to the ground. And then from that position then, if you just sort of tip or bend from your hips, keeping your legs very, very straight, that gives you an idea of the kind of tilt we would like. Then what we're going to do is just flex your knees gently to take some pressure away from your back. The last thing we're going to do from there is just bump your hips forward. Okay, that is what we want. When we do the tilt, ideally if we could just suck that right elbow in, I call it the dumbbell position, not the give blood position. That means we don't have to fiddle around with our arms. And what you'll notice there is I'm slightly too far away from the golf ball, so then that gives me also the distance from the golf ball as well. A mini version, and that gives us the correct setup every single time. Now from there then we want to build the correct, as I said, length of swing, width of swing, plane of swing, get the arms folding and get us staying connected arms and body. A lot of words, but we'll show you one drill. Let's go ahead and hit one ball first of all with this posture routine. Into the drill. So the drill quite simply is to take an alignment rod, place it in your trail armpit and have it stick in as near as you can horizontally away or parallel to the ground. Now from there what we want to do is take exactly the same mini posture routine. Then in the backswing we want to keep that connected. That rod does not get dropped. If my arms go too high, you'll see that I'll drop the rod. So the rod stays in the exact place. What this does, it gives me some trail arm folding and helps set the plane of the club that I would like in the golf swing. We're also going to use it to try and get our left arm to hit that rod. That ensures again I don't go too deep. So if my left arm hits the rod, so right arm stays, left arm hits. When I make contact, that's when I want to feel my swing is done. There will always be some overrun, but that's why I want to feel I'm done. Then on the way down and through again, keeping that rod helps me stay on plane, and keeping the rod in the through swing helps me use my body through that impact area. So as I said, super simple, one swing that tries to give us the width, the length, the plane of the swing, the connection between arms and body, both in backswing, downswing and through swing. So it's a real game changer really. So if you had multiple swing thoughts at the moment, going ahead and hitting lots of reps with this one exercise would start to get you hopefully simplified and moving more in the correct way. And really that's what we're after in this video. It's a very simple approach. Stand good, keep the rod and swing. Now when you're using the rod, it's important that you don't kind of cheat. So if I start bending my arms and collapsing, then that's no good. Arm hits the rod, nice and structured. Swing back and through, keep the rod. Let's go ahead and hit a shot. Mini routine. So it definitely feels a bit more restricted than normal for my golf swing, and it might do too for yours. But I know if I continue to do that, I would get a very consistent motion and action, and it would improve how I move. Let's just do a couple more shots so you can see this again. So what I really love about this is just the consistency of getting in the same place every single time. You know, bow and bend, hips. Keep the rod, left arm hits, that's me done. Keep the pressure on that rod. Keep the connection. That one there, in terms of direction and straightness, was absolutely great. Again, it felt a bit restrictive, but obviously when we play, we're not going to have a rod there. But what you certainly can do on the golf course is grab it and make a few practice swings in between shots. Get rid of the rod and go ahead and hit a ball. If it helped you, you could get your shirt sleeve and tuck it in to feel that same connection. I'm happy with the right arm working away, but it's just a case of this kind of what I would class as a 7/8 swing. The connection can still be there. The last bit of movement to the top, you can let the arms free up a little bit, but certainly for practice, it's not going to do you any harm to be slightly too short, slightly too connected, slightly too restrictive. As long as your left arm is hitting that rod and it's not working too deep, this can't really do you any harm whatsoever. It's kind of one of those vitamin drills that will help all golfers, no matter what swing shape, swing length, and standard of golf they are, to move in a more repeatable fashion. And you know, to be honest, I'd even go as far to say, for a beginner golfer, if they could do this and stand good and hold the club nicely, this would do them the world of good to get the arc of the swing, the plane, the length of the balance, and the motion working really, really well. And that's really essentially what we want to do from this, is get that motion working really well. Give it a go and let me know down below how you get on. Also, if you haven't already followed or subscribed, only a small percentage of you do, please hit that subscribe button and the bell button to get all the notifications of my latest videos. It's all for free, and I'd love to help you with your golf. And thank you, lastly, for joining me today at the Forest of Arden.